103.1 FM PVX, very vintage work from Ozzy and Black Sabbath, and I guess those guys are still out there. I mean, they have been releasing albums, Tony Iommi, but it's really just Tony Iommi now, still using the name Black Sabbath. How do you feel about that?
To be honest with you, I don't really acknowledge the band anymore, because it's been like 7 or 8 years since I played with that band.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony's he's locked into his own ego. I don't understand how he can call the band Black Sabbath anymore, because Black Sabbath consists of Bill Wood, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Ozzy Osbourne. And no matter what the lineup has been since the day I left, it's never been the same.
So, you guys don't ever come into contact with each other or anything anymore?
I speak to Geezer and I speak to Bill.
Uh-huh.
I spoke to Tony about 3 times since the day I left.
Would there, in the future, ever be a possibility of another Black Sabbath reunion?
Not as far as I'm concerned.
Other than that Live Aid thing that you guys did up on that...
Not as far as I'm concerned, no.
What about new Ozzy? A lot of people have been calling in here tonight asking you off the air when they can expect a new studio album and what direction you're planning on taking in that new album.
I'm going to get more melodic in my vocals, because I believe that vocal melodies, are a winner. You know, you consider the vocal melodies I did on the first 2 albums with Randy Rose. Those 2 albums were the greatest albums that I've ever made.
Mm-hmm. I know that you were at one point quoted as saying that the album that came out immediately after Randy's death, Bark at the Moon, was one that you didn't really feel as comfortable about as the first 2. And then after that point, I guess you got a producer to...
I was kind of railroaded into getting a producer, because they all want you to make like mega sales like Bon Jovi, you know.
That's what they try to make you sound like.
They always want to make you sell a million records. And it's not always the case, because I have a following.
Yeah.
And I cherish my following. And when I went with Ron Neverson, I didn't really get off on working with a guy that was telling me how my music should sound.
So with this new album that you'll be coming up with, you say it's going to be very melodic, but also have a harder edge to it. That's what you said.
I want to call the album Thunder and Frightening.
Thunder and Frightening. Yeah, great title. Great title. And it will have a lot of melodic tunes, but you're going to go for...
I already have a line for one of those songs. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
I'm looking nowhere through the eyes of a lion.
Looking nowhere through the eyes of a lion. Most of the lyrics I mean, you could study Ozzy Osbourne lyrics for days, and they're all such deep felt thoughts. It seems that everything comes from very deep inside of you, and it's a rare thing. A lot of artists these days are writing lyrics that are just surface level things, but your lyrics are very, very meaningful.
I'll tell you what. I've just been back to England for the first time in a long time. And they've got on the front page of the newspaper every day, they've got what's them bunch of idiots called?
PMRC?
No.
Other idiots.
They try and sing like, the scat sing. Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys, sure.
I don't know about you, but I think it's a total load of crap.
Yeah, well, if you've seen their video, you realize that they're not really musicians. They're just up there dancing around.
Have you heard the album?
No, I can't say I have. It's
the biggest load of garbage I've ever heard in my life. And it's very rare for me to say about an album, about anybody, because I've got an open mind. But I honestly think they're cashing in. I mean, that record, We Have to Fight, The Right to Party, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's an okay track. The album sucks. I should imagine within about 18 months they'll be dead and buried, thank God.
They'll have had their 15 minutes of
They don't
popularity.
do anything for us all. It's like, it's manufactured music now.
Mm-hmm.
We have machines that can do what we used to play from the heart. But you see, the thing is, there's no soul there, there's no personal touch there. I mean, this live album, the tribute album, has a lot of personal touch there. Because it's live. It's probably the only live album that's out on the market now. So I have not touched that album since it was recorded.
Not a single overdub track or anything like that.
Not
Of
a
course,
single thing.
Couldn't really do much with.
Not a single thing. Because when Randy's mother phoned up my wife, and she'd been inundated with letters about this live album, literally, I had not played this album. Please excuse me again, folks. I'm tired. I'm trying to explain the situation here.
Sure.
I had not heard the album since we recorded it, and this was the original one half of Speak of the Devil. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We were under contractual obligation to deliver a live album, and after his death, I had this album tribute at the time. So
It's not all from one concert, though.
no, it's 3/4 of one concert and bits and pieces from other concert. Plus, there's a track on the end of the album called D Outtakes, which was a song that he asked me if he could write for his mother. His mother's name's Dolores. Anyway, play some music and I'll carry on further.
Okay. Or we can take some calls if you wanted to talk.
Sure.
Let's talk to some people here on the phone line.
Play some music first.
All right. Well, let's play the track that we talked about here, which people misunderstand most of all. This is from the live tribute album Suicide Solution. It's Ozzy, and we've been talking a little bit off the air about a lot of things, and started telling the story about exactly what happened the very day that Randy Rhodes' plane crashed, and that was in Florida about 5 years ago.
It was kind of like a bizarre situation, actually, because we did a gig in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we'd driven through the night to Orlando, Florida. We were going to do a show with Foreigner. We were going to open up for Foreigner. How this gig arose, I just don't know. And the bus driver had to stop off at the depot, which was right near Orlando, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus depot also had a private airstrip, right?
Okay.
And Randy and a woman called Rachel Youngblood, who was a black lady, who worked with my wife for many years, like a nanny or whatever, took a trip on a single engine plane. What do they call them? A
Cessna.
A Cessna, or I don't know.
Single engine.
It's like a prop job.
Right.
To take an aerial photograph of so I gather, an aerial shot of the bus. Now I knew Randy didn't like flying. Rachel had a heart problem, so she wasn't going to do anything like aerobatics. And it was the guy had obviously made a terrible misjudgment with the plane and hit the bus that I was asleep on with my wife. Now, you got to understand this. When the plane hit the bus, I was in the back of the bus, sleeping with my wife. We had a porthole in the back. And I remember distinctly looking at this porthole and seeing Don Eric holding his head. Now, I think we're still on a freeway seat. I had no recollection about stopping at this depot.
Mm-hmm.
So I get off the bus and there is this house in the background on fire where the plane has crashed into. And it's like, I remember thinking, what the hell is going on here? I'm trying to talk to people and everyone's in shock outside the bus.
Probably the furthest
I'll
thing.
tell you something, Rudy Sarzo is a very lucky man because where the plane hit the bus, when he came down with the plane hit the bus, it was literally 3 inches from his head. It tore up a hell of a hole in the side of this bus. Now I get off the bus and the last thing I remember before I went to sleep was we were on the freeway. Now I'm in the middle of a field with this house on fire. My bus is ripped in half. I'm trying to get some sense out of everybody around.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said to you before we came back on the air, I can't really listen to this album because I feel kind of hurt that such a stupid thing happened. It really hurts me because before he died, Randy, we were talking about getting a great thing going that was combining classical guitar work with heavy rock.
This was the theory, the music theory we talked about earlier.
Yeah. And do you know, every town we would go to, we would perhaps have a day off, or every 5 gigs we'd have a day off. And Randy would pick up the phone and get the yellow pages and find a guitar teacher, a classical guitar teacher. In actual fact, you know the song "Diary of a Madman."
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of not stolen, but emulated from a classical guitar lesson. The beginning of that. But I have this weird brain. I have this weird mind that foresees things. I have this thing that every now and again something happens that I foresee what's going to happen in the future.
You get premonitions.
Not premonition, but kind of feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have vivid thoughts, but I have a kind of a feeling what's going to hit me way up the road. And I knew the day I met Randy Rhoads that something was going to happen.
What do you feel now about the future of Ozzy Osbourne?
I feel in the future of Ozzy Osbourne, when my time is finished, I'll go somewhere else.
Let's take some calls. Let's talk to some of these people that have been waiting on the lines here.
Will you do me a favour?
Sure.
Will you play Diary of a Madman, the track?
All right, we'll get that set up, and let's, while I'm doing that, maybe talk to a couple people here. How about that?
Cool.
Okay. Hello, you're on the air here tonight with Ozzy.
How you doing, Oz?
No abuse now.
How you doing?
Fine.
I'd like to ask you a question. How on your first album with Sabbath, if you don't mind if I talk about that.
No worries.
Song Evil Woman. How come you did the import on that and not in the States? It was a good song.
Well, at the time of doing Evil Woman, we were bulldozed into doing Evil Woman. It was written by a band called Crow.
Yeah, I know. It was a real good song. You did a great job at it.
But we were young, egotistical idiots. And we didn't want to release another band's record.
Oh, I understand that. I know how you are. You never did any copies, but that one was a great one, I tell you that.
Thank you very much.
And I just want to say, Ozzy, that I hope to see you at Flipside tomorrow, and I got a killer live picture of Randy Rhoads. I want you to sign if I can make it up to you.
Okay.
Thanks for the call. Hi, you're on the air here with Ozzy tonight.
How you doing, Oz?
No abuse.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, listen, I bought that tribute cassette, And I think it was, I just thought I'd tell you, it's very touching of the letter that was put in there by Randy's mother.
Wasn't it?
Pardon me?
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was real touching, and I thought I'd tell you it was a very good gesture. And no matter, I think now was a very good time to release the album, because now with all these new guitars coming out, like Eddie Van Halen and Yngwie Malmsteen, I think now people are gonna really start realizing who the king of guitars really is.
Do you want to know something? Do you want to know something?
What's that?
I honestly believe, from the bottom of my heart, I only touched the tip of the iceberg with Randy Rhoads.
I'm really looking forward to a lot more. I really am. I just went out
I'll be
today
here,
and
babe.
purchased the.
I'll always be here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
And before we get another tune on, another call here. Hi, you're on the air tonight with Ozzy and RPM.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, look, I don't really, well, I can't talk from experience, but I don't know why you're so depressed when, you have so much going for you, man. When you had Randy with you and everything, I could see why, you were a lot, happier off and better off then, but
Let me shut you off here. Do you know why I'm depressed?
not exactly.
I have just done a marathon. I flew back to England a week ago. It's not that I'm depressed. I'm very tired.
Really?
Also, one thing you've got to understand, Ozzy's a crazy man. We all know that.
Yeah.
Ozzy is also human. And Ozzy, it gets tired, you know?
Yeah.
I get tired of people questioning what I'm about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just an alright guy, I think.
I think you should just, be whatever you want to be, because a man is pretty cool, whatever you are, You're a dude no matter what you do, You're the best.
All right, thank you.
But
All right, and one more call here for Ozzy. Hi, you're on the air with Ozzy.
Yeah, hello, Ozzy.
How you doing, babe?
Fine, how are you?
Tired, sweetheart.
I'd like to know, okay, how long did it really take you to replace Randy?
I'll never replace Randy.
Well, and who, when Jakey Lee, took his place?
Brad, first of all, what was that guitar? Bernie Torme came in and stood in for about 3 weeks. And then Brad Gillis came in from Night Ranger and finished the rest of the tour. Because you've got to understand one thing. When Randy Rhoads died in that air crash, a part of me died as well.
Yeah, I understand.
Do you understand that?
Yeah,
Can you understand that?
yeah, I can.
Not only was he a great guitar player, but he was also a great friend of mine.
Mm.
We started this whole new ball game together. And then I worked with Brad Gillis for about 9 months. And Brad Gillis at the end of the day asked me if I wanted him to stay with me. And it wasn't what I was looking for. So, at the end of 9 months, he went back to Night Ranger, and he had terrific success with Night Ranger, and I found Jake Lee. Jake Lee's real name is Jake Williams, but I didn't like the name Williams. He's half Japanese, so I call him Jake Lee.
Okay, thanks for the call.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and I remember reading something about you saying that you're always taking the blame for anybody in the heavy metal hard rock music industry that is way out there doing things that are totally outrageous, because you're the old man of heavy metal in a way, and it all reflects back to you.
Do you know what somebody said to me the other day?
Now, what's that?
I was one of the founder members of heavy metal.
Definitely. I can't think of anybody that's been in the industry for as long as you
19 years now. I've been in this 19 years. I've had a lot of ups and I've had my fair share of downs. Really bugged the hell out of me. I'll tell you why they bug me. Because I do everything that I do but they throw a Bible out in the audience at the end of the day. You talk about hypocrites.
You think they're hiding behind the religious?
I don't go on stage and start throwing things out and objects out to the audience to try and tell them I am not a Satanist. I'm a Christian person, but I don't have to flaunt it. And I get the impression that these dickheads are flaunting it.